Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Last time we tried to get... What are you doing, little bee? What are you going at? Oh, there's a flower there. I thought it was going after the energizing orb thing for a moment, and I got confused. Nope, it's going after the flowers. Anyways, last time we tried getting into Draconic Evolution. The quest log for this mod, it leaves some stuff to be leave stuff to be required? No. Leaves stuff to be desired. I think that's the saying. So yeah, this thing says fight the thing to actually get into Draconic Evolution. Don't listen to this. This is the final boss. Do not go fight that dragon until you have everything else that you can get in here, apparently. So that was a thing. Other than that, we made it to the first basic tier. I tried using the energy movement stuff in this mod, and I did test it a bit more between episodes. I just cannot get this to work. Apparently, you're supposed to be able to switch this crystal binder. Unless there's a different thing, you're supposed to be able to switch this to a mode that lets you change things. But for some reason, I can't, unless there really is just a different tool in here somewheres besides this one. So yeah, you're apparently supposed to be able to switch this thing to change the IO mode instead. As far as I can tell, that's just not working. So we're sticking with our regular wires, which thankfully do still work, despite the fact that the quest log also doesn't tell you that those still work. So yeah. Yeah, I'm having problems with this mod. I think my problems with this mod right now are coming down to the quest log not really being right. Like, so that's a thing. Anyways, I guess today we're gonna keep going through this a bit. We've done everything we can do in the basic tier, I think. Um, let's see. Yeah, we can make the basic, we can make this crafting thing, this zirconium chest here that has power, auto smelt some stuff. It's very cool looking, it's very good. But, this thing can also be used to upgrade to the next tier. So we need to take... Okay, it looks like we only need 4 on each side, so I can just go like this and like this, apparently. Cool. So these things, one of these needs to go in. We need 2 draconium cores, which I think I'm out of. I used up those all last time, but I do have some draconium, and I did smelt more up here. So grab out all that and that. What do I need to turn these into the cores again? I need... It's somewheres in this list. Why am I doing it this way? Look up look up this thing. Set it to A so we can just do that. Cool. So now if I look in here, that thing requires a draconium fusion crafting thing. We're also going to set this to A, and we're going to set this to A. So gold, diamonds, those things. Grab out all that stuff. Easy enough. I'm pressing every wrong button, by the way. I'm still not used to playing this again instead of playing Tensura. Well, I didn't really mean to make all of those. I wanted to only make half of them. But, whoops, I guess I need to smelt up more draconium real quick. Oh, well, we do have plenty of it to smelt up. Can I duplicate this, or is it only the whole 1 per 1 thing? It doesn't look like I can duplicate it, so hopefully that's not too big of a deal and we can actually still do this. Anyway, 32 draconium cores. We need a block of draconium. Or we're gonna need a bunch of these, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be a problem. This looks like it's going to need way more draconium than I actually have. Then it's 4 cores, 4 ingots, and a nether star for the wyvern core. Ugh. This is definitely looking like it's gonna get pretty rough as far as resources goes. I'm pressing that button here. Cool. Wyvern core, make 1 of these for now. Grab the rest of this stuff. Cool. Anyways, as far as I think I'm good to go. So one of these, 2 of these, that. This thing goes in the middle. No valid recipe yet. And then what goes on the other side? 4 diamonds? Sure, easy enough. Does that just work? No, it doesn't. I do actually need to manually go like this. Not really a huge part of this thing. Like, I really wish I could just do one per. And I'm going to assume that it's just going to take one of those 29 diamonds. It's not going to take all of them. Anyways, I do need to upgrade the wires on these sides. This one, I believe, is just diamond inputs. Ah, yeah, that one's diamond. Well, this is the super fast energy cable nitros. I really hope I didn't mess that up and just waste a whole half stack of diamonds right there, but we'll see in a moment. Anyways, once we get the first one, in order to tier up in Draconic Evolution fusion crafting, the needed injectors for a recipe must be at least the tier or higher. Like, if you want to make the Wyvern Axe, you need at least 6 Wyvern injectors with 3 on each side. The crafting core stays the same, though. So, the Wyvern Axe here, if we look at the recipe... Yeah, Yeah, this is gonna get rough. We need to upgrade every single one of them, don't we? Yeah, it's looking like we're gonna need to upgrade every single one of them. Like, if we look at the recipe here... Tier Draconium... Tier Wyvern. Okay. The capacitors act as the batteries for Draconic Evolution. They need energy modules to actually hold energy, and remember, the more the merrier. Draconic cores... Okay, still not really understanding everything yet, but hopefully we'll get there. Anyway, one of these things, that means I can replace one of these with the Draconic one. So, we're almost... how many do we need? So we have this, it gives us a free nether star. Cool. For the Wyvern Bow, check out the modules to learn more on how to use and upgrade the DE items. Works as a normal bow does by shooting arrows. Each shot takes an amount of energy from the bow itself, so you also need energy modules as well. So, that needs 6. That needs 6. Is there any way to see what needs 6 and what needs more than that? Wyvern chest plate. When you can use a single chest plate with built-in shields. Wait, they aren't built in, your need modules for them. Sorry. Okay, so we are going to need to get energy modules and all these stuff too. Module cores. I'm not going to have anywhere near enough draconium ore for this, am I? So I need at least 6 of them, which means I need at least 6 blocks. Currently at 1, so there's 5 blocks. These can just rest here for now. So 5 of those, 5 wyvern cores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just go like this for a moment. And then that side needs 5 wyvern cores on it too. Yeah, this seems like it's gonna get rough real fast. There's 4 recipes. That means I need more of these, which is more gold and diamonds. Yeah, I know this mod is apparently super powerful, but it is apparently super, 1, 2, 3, 4. It is apparently super expensive too. So there's the 5 wyvern cores. So there's... And then I just need to put 5 diamonds on the other side in each of those slots, right? This one still has 28. 5 goes in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then helps if you actually do it right. That, and that. Problem is, I'm going to have to fix this in a moment because now I need to add some other stuff to it. Nothing in that one. Cool. So, by going like so, I have 2 of these already. Those go in there. Can I do 2 at a time, or is it only 1 at a time? And I'm going to have to do it manually. Looks like it's just 1 at a time, though. Anyways, does this... No, it doesn't hold more power, it doesn't look like. And there's number 2 and number 3. It is weird that it does up to 100% crafting, and that just means it activates the crafting animation, and then it has to go again. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. There's 1. which is going to replace another one, and then I crafted this second one. So that will be 3 for one side. I'll just have to do it 3 more times. So, oh wait, no, I can, if I wanted to, I could just put this one here and then just grab the stuff from there and put it there, pick up that one, do the same on this side. So, we have enough resources to get this far. I don't know if we really have the resources to get any further right now, so I'll see you when this is done. Okay, so we're done with this. I just now realized that we can go ahead and make seeds for the draconium ingots, so that's pretty good. I just need a prosperity base and 4 of the red ones. Where are you? There it is. This stuff is, we have plenty of. That. Do I have any prosperity base seeds already? Nope, just gonna make some. Anyways, I look slightly ahead at this, and once again, this guide is just not it. There we go, prosperity seed base as I'm making this. 4 of these, 4 of these. So I looked ahead, and for one of the next things, or to get to the next tier and whatnot, we are going to need draconic cores. Draconic cores are made with awakened draconium ingots. Guess what the guide does not tell you how to get again? This guide needs fixing. Like, I have a feeling this mod would be so much more fun if I actually knew what was going on and the guide was actually helpful. So, yeah, I have to go look on the internet to try and find out how to get awakened draconium ingots. Because the only crafting recipe is from the dust. The only recipe for the dust is from a hammer and the ingot. You see my dilemma here? So, hmm. Yeah, and as far as I can tell, there's no awakened draconium, uh, what's the word? Or that's the word. So how do I get it? Can we fix this guide, please? Can we make this guide actually tell you how to make the mod instead of just, hey, do this thing? How do you do this thing? I don't know. Anyways, we have the seeds now for these things. I suppose we can go ahead and make something at least. Let's see, vibrant alloy. Wither skeletons, we do not need you anymore. Anyways, draconium's just going to keep growing. That is going to be very handy. And it doesn't have a spot, so it's all going to get stored in here, isn't it? Yep. Oh, my vibranium and my emeralds are apparently maxed out as well. Yep, emeralds are maxed out, and does vibranium just not have a spot? I guess not. I could have sworn I gave. No, I think I was going to, and then, we ended up taking our break. Anyways, our dragon alloy is just gonna keep going. 8 per, it's just going. We can at least make part of this, at least. The armor? Armor or weapon? The wyvern sword, it's hard to know what's most important when, like, they don't have their damage values without without, like, the modules built in. So it's hard to see what's actually going to be the most important thing for us right now. Let's take a look at modules first before we make gear. The modules are very important to our DE items, so important they don't work without them. Most modules are made from a module core or a previous module. Hold an item and press Shift and C to open the module menu. There you'll see some slots and buttons. The slots are the slots where modules will actually go, and the grid is what determines how many modules can go. When a module says 1 by 1, it only takes 1 slot, while one that says 2, Z2, I'm assuming that's supposed to be an X, will take up 4. The lowest button on the right will show what modules can be applied to the item you're looking at. Cool. So module core doesn't look too expensive. I should save that recipe. Can I make one right now? No, I need redstone, gold, and iron. Cool. Easy enough. That helps if I press the right button. Module core. I'm going to need a bunch of these, but for now I'll just make the one because it'll give me a free bunch of 10. Cool. Now from here, basic energy module. Energy modules are the most important modules and are needed for using DE items. The amount in them determines how much OP an item can hold and take in. Check out the energy infuser to learn more about charging. The later the tier, the more EP, the more stuff it holds, the more important as items are upgraded. Cool. So 6 blocks of redstone. Okay, so as long as it's huge amounts of the As long as it's huge amounts of like basic resources, we don't care. Energy module. That means it can hold 16,000 OP. I think 1 OP is equal to 1 RF. I don't know yet though. Anyways, free diamonds, not really what I'm after. The Wyvern one is 2 basic ones of draconium and then 6 draconium ingots. We could do that, but I'll hold off for now. Anyways, basic speed. Speed modules are fun. They work in just about everything and make them faster. Swords swing faster, pickaxes mine, axes so on and so forth. Chestplate makes you faster. The better speed, the faster they go. But most stats stack up. 2 increases base speed by 20. Okay, so you can get like 8 of these in one and get a 80% speed boost. Area of effect, I'm assuming just makes, yeah, you just hit things more around you or mine more blocks. Basic damage, pretty simple premise. Things do more damage and it stacks. Plus 2. Um, 2 potions of strength, glowstone, and all that stuff. We'll use that if we're making the thing. Don't really need jump boost, don't really need auto feed. Um, let's see, his hill step could be nice. Mining stabilizer. Um, when falling, your mining is slowed down. That includes when creative flying or even bouncing in water. Oh, and you can get this to negate that. Aqua Adept makes you better in water. Night vision, selective incineration. Oh, filter out items and destroy them. Auto fire. Most bows are semi-automatic. You have to draw the string, release, and put another arrow in the bow and repeat. Instead, skip all that, let the bow automatically fire every time it's fully drawn. Just hold right click and watch it go. Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of cool. It's pretty expensive, but not that bad. Um, and projectile immunity cancellation. That's awakened draconium stuff. We're not ready for that yet. So, wireless energy link. I missed over some of these. Projectile damage, projectile velocity, projectile penetration. Um, Ender collection, wyvern tree harvester, shield capacity, shield recovery, shield control. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff in here. Shield capacity. Chest plates work similar to the mecha suit. Any damage that would be dealt to you is negated and instead taken off your shield. Shield capacity is how much shield you can hold. Recharge rate is how fast it fills up, and OP is used when charging. Um, okay. Oh, okay. So, I think the chest plate's probably the most important thing. So, let's go ahead and make that, and then we'll look at what specific upgrades are needed for it. So, the chest plate needs 1 draconium core, which I don't have any on me, but I can just make one. Cool. Draconium core, and we need to put them in the purple one specifically. Where did the chest plate go? Wyvern chest plates. Yeah, the Wyvern is the most basic tier of one. Cool. Did it say I can... Did it say that I could auto do it like this? I thought I said something. I thought I saw something about it, but maybe not. Chaotic, Draconic, Wyvern. I'm missing the basic energy crystals, the Wyvern energy core, and the diamond chest plate. Cool. So if I just do... How did I randomly get a diamond chest plate saved in the recipe thing? That's kind of funny, actually. There's that. And I need a Wyvern core, which is 4 more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a nether star. Okay. When we finally actually get what we're looking for here, it'll probably feel cooler. How did I get that saved? Um, Wyvern chest plates. I still need the Wyvern energy control thing, which I completely forgot I needed to make. Wyvern energy control thing. Someone's knocking on my door. Oops, sorry about that. This thing is used in here. We need a energy control thing, which needs an extra draconium ingot. I'm gonna need to save so many things for all of these recipes. Anyways, with that, the energy module, this thing is used for the Wyvern energy controller. Cool. And with that, I should be able to go like this. Oh yeah, I need to grab the energy relay crystals. Those I just have stored in here for now, I think. Well, I have them stored as these, but it's simple enough just to go like so. And if you switch them between the two, some of them are like filled with energy. If you just switch them in and out of like energy relay versus the ones with the actual bases, you can just do that pretty much no problem. Anyways, with that, auto put everything in. That is so much easier. We get our Wyvern chest plate, or once it starts running through. Shift C to open up modules. 8 armor, 2 armor toughness. Before counting in shields or any other upgrades, that makes it significantly weaker than everything else right now. But we saw when we attempted to fight the final boss first that that's probably not going to matter. Anyways, the Wyvern chestplate, it has 0 charge. It's very weak right now. If I press Shift C, aha, a 6x5 Wyvern module grid. And you can interestingly enough see dog. Okay, that dog has done nothing but bark for like the past 4 days straight. It's kind of getting a bit much. Anyways, you can see all these charms over here for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why you can see those here. I don't know why it's needed. Anyways, we have a couple different options. The energy module, that's just going in. It can hold 1M. Okay, it can hold 1 million OP at a transfer rate of 16,000. So that's good. And it is working with our wireless energy transfer thing. Like, we are on our what's the mod called again? We are on our Flux network, so it is transferring power over to it just fine. 1 million MP, OP rather, not MP. 8 armor, 2 armor toughness. What does it actually look like if I take that off? Okay, it's kind of cool. Wait, hold on. Is my cosmetic armor taking damage now? Or was that always like that? Hold on, I need no shield instances. There's so much stuff on the screen that some of it's getting blocked off. I need to go get this Enderman to attack me real quick. See, the cosmetic helmet is currently at 27. Okay, no, that isn't taking damage. Yeah, the armor's not taking damage. It must have already been damaged. That's what's happening. Cool, I'm just misremembering. So, we have the Draconic... we have the Wyvern chestplate at this point. What are we losing out on? Magic capacity... all that stuff. Max mana. So we're losing out on quite a bit of stuff now. Max health and physical attack reduction. But if the shield is super good, which I assume it's going to be, then it might be worth it. Out of curiosity, can we get like a sneak peek? 8 armor, 2 armor toughness. 8 armor, 2 armor toughness. Okay, interesting. So it has like a base, it has a max armor and armor toughness right there. It's not actually that powerful just looking at that number, but it seems like its main powers hide elsewhere. So I guess we'll start making more modules for it. How do we get Awakened Draconium? Draconic Reaction Core needs Chaos Shards. That's a later end thing. Anyways, the chest plate is acquired. It's going to give me one of the Draconium ingots. Nice, cool. So I kind of want the sword too, which I probably have the resources for. Diamond sword, 2 more of those things. Okay, so there's 2 different things. Shift C opens up this. C opens up a different menu, the advanced config mode. I'm not entirely sure what we need in there yet. Anyways, modular item. Right now it just has energy. Let's make the shield. Do we want to start making the shield generator, or do we want to start by making the thing we need? The sword or shield generator? I think weapon-wise, I'm fine for right now. Until we see that we definitely need a better weapon, I think I'd rather just go into shields. So, Wyvern shield capacity module. Going to save that recipe right there. Module core, 4 draconium ingots, 2 glowstone. And then Undying module. Okay, that could be good. And you can boost it. Okay, shield capacity. Okay, so it doesn't actually look that expensive to go all the way up to large shield capacitor module. And Undying, which I'm going to assume works like a totem of Undying. Although I don't immediately... Oh, Undying module. Undying acts as the thing that makes it, the recovery totem. When your hearts are down to 0, instead of dying, the module will activate, giving you absorption and regeneration, saving your life. As a cooldown, it needs to use OP. Try not to die during that time. Better upgrades mean less cooldowns. Cool. So, we want to go for a large shield capacitor. We want the shield recovery unit too to get it back. So netherite scrap. Shield controller changes the actual shield you have and when it regenerates. Um, Shield cooldown 20 seconds. Do you want particle gel? Something tells me that that's a no-go right now. Dragon heart. How do we get a dragon heart? No idea. There's no crafting recipe and the guide doesn't tell you. Fix this guide, please. Dude, there's a whole lot of new stuff in here. I have no idea how any of it works, and it's only explaining like the bare basics and only half of that at that. Okay. So, shield generator, glowstone, netherite scrap. There's that. Inventory management is kind of rough right now, so I'll try to fix what I can. Shield capacitor, I forgot to save. Oh, wait, no, I do have that. Shield capacitor, done. I want to upgrade this into the large one. So that's going to need 5 more shield capacitors. I can make 2. What am I missing for more of them? Draconium ingots. So either I'm waiting for more to smelt up or I'm waiting for more to run through here. Hold on. There's 8. Okay, so do I have enough for a large shield capacitor right now? Maybe. 1, 2, 5 of these, 4 draconium cores, which is some more gold. Uses, 4 of these, which is exactly how many I can make. Large shield capacitor module. Cool. So if I now press Control C, it's a 2x2. I do really like systems like this. It's kind of cool. So we have 125 shield points, 16,000 of that. Shield operating cost there. Does this say... I don't see anything about shield recovery rate. No shield instances? It says they're supposed to have 125 shields. How do I activate it? Shield capacity, shield operating cost. Let's take off the book for now so we can actually see fully what that says. No shield installed. And I very clearly have shield installed. Maybe I have to go change a I go change a key config and actually get it, activate the shields maybe? I don't know, 1 second. Okay, I looked it up and I found out a couple of important details. So, the shield capacity thing does not actually give you a shield. It boosts your shield capacity. What you actually need is the shield control module that does not change the shield you have. It gives you access to shield. This guide sucks. Like, this guide is not explaining anything accurately. 2, apparently, there is a recipe for the Awakened Draconium things. This one I missed. You need to get 4 blocks, turn 4 Draconium blocks into 4 Awakened Draconium blocks via this Wyvern Tier ritual. Cool. For that, you need the Dragon Heart, which this one I kind of figured I knew. Just go kill the Ender Dragon. That's not too rough. I think I actually have a bunch of end things already. What are they called again? The things that are around the dragon spawn site that you put back down to resummon it. What are they called again? I have like a full bit of 21. I think I got out of some random chest somewheres. It's just a question of where did I put them? Ah, here we go. End crystal, that's what they're called. So we can go fight the Ender Dragon a couple of times. We're just waiting for... Yeah, we're waiting on some stuff. Okay, I was making sure that these were actually still saved, because I didn't actually check to make sure after I reset the mod pack and all that stuff. So, we need the shield control units. Also, we have the lesser one and the greater one, so we do get those completed as well. Shield control unit, save that, also requires a draconic heart. The particle accelerator, or particle generator is actually super cheap. That one's easy enough. So, let's go summon and refight an Ender Dragon, I guess, real quick. Other exit, what is it called? Um, I know I have one for the end portal somewheres. But Repressurized is actually just outside too. Cool. Go away. Anyways, in here, we're just going to summon the Ender Dragon and beat it up a couple of times. As long as I place it on any of these bits of bedrock, it will work. It doesn't really matter which ones. Although I think maybe the one in the center wouldn't work. There's that. Ender Dragon will be resummoned. Apparently the heart drop actually has like a bit of a cool animation to it, so... yeah. Didn't we end up fighting the Ender Dragon like 30 times or something like that at one point? Was that this one or Tensura? I'm now second guessing. I know we've fought the Ender Dragon a bunch in like recent series. We're just gonna have to beat it up a couple more times. That's kind of cool, but also kind of weird. Like the skybox right there. Hey, look, I got it. Give me all those stuff. And... did I actually get a Heart of the Dragon? That could be an issue if... oh, there it is. It's because of the magnet, I couldn't actually get close enough to get a good picture of it. But yeah, that's... so I guess we're gonna do that a couple more times. I can do it 4 more times. I'll just see you when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. 4 Ender Dragon fights later. We have... I guess it was 5. Or I guess I showed the first one, then got killed 4 more. So I guess 4 Ender Dragon fights later. Whatever. I digress. There was a weird pillar of 4 dragon eggs. I'm assuming what happened is I tried to pick them up before and ended up making them teleport and then didn't notice. Anyways, killing the dragons also gives you a decent chunk of draconium dust every time. So I guess we have some of this for free. I'm going to keep a stack and a bit uncooked up because it looks like it has some recipes on its own. Find your current X and Y as well as the direction you're facing and the dimension you're currently in. I'm going to assume that does something, but what I don't quite know. And potentiometer. No idea. More stuff that maybe that one's explained and I just didn't see it yet because it's later on. Anyways, cool. We have all the dragon hearts we need. What are these used for? So, awakened draconium crux, which I'm going to assume you need to grow the awakened draconium. Yep, it's a mystical tier crop, so you need a special crux to grow it. And you also need it for the shield control module. Cool. So, what else do we need for shield control? This particle generator, blah. This. What else are we gonna need? Blocks of that, a bunch of all of this stuff. I'm sure I probably have everything. So, particle generator is another draconium core, and then I'm going to need a couple of blaze rods. So, like so. Got us this, and then that is used for the shield control. Cool. Now if you just go like so, it's another 2x2. We now have a max of 125 shields, although we are currently sitting at 0 because we also need the shield recovery unit. Oh, another Wyvern core for free, which save that one. This one's actually easier. It's just 2 netherite scraps and a bunch of stuff we already have. Controls there. That one's only 1x1. So it's slowly going to use up energy every bit to recover, but eventually we'll have a max of 135 shields. I can't see uses from this screen, but I could do that. So 2 awakened Draconium to boost it to Draconium Shield recovery. Actually, as soon as I have the awakened stuff, it looks pretty simple to upgrade from here. Shield recovery, free Draconium ingots, cool. Anything else I care about on the armor right now? The Undying module would be pretty good. So, let's see. Save the recipe there. Again, it looks pretty simple. I literally have like several hundred totems of Undying. Or, I guess it's only 171. It's not that much. So, need 2 more Draconium core. 1. I don't need you on me anymore. 2. And then from there, 1 of these, which is relatively simple. And, like so, gets us the Undying module. Helps if I press the right button. 0%. Every 2 minutes, at the cost of a pretty decent amount of power, it looks like I'll be saved. Although, it's a little bit sad that it doesn't come pre-recorded, but I guess it needs to, because you could just remove it, put it back in, and it's going to reset the timer every time. No, it didn't. It actually saved where it was. So, interesting. Anyways, our armor is now so much better. Jump boost don't really need. Auto feed don't really need. Hill step would be kind of nice, but not necessary. Projectile immunity. This needs the awakened things, and other than that, looks pretty easy. What does it do? Thanks to Newton, we know for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Basically, when an arrow hits a mob, the force of the mob applies to the arrow, which will slow it down. Unless you have this module. It doesn't act as if every mob is paper, it acts as if every mob isn't in the way. Arrows won't slow down after piercing a target. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm assuming that specifically goes on the bow. And this might confuse you, but you know crossbows and piercing, they have an enchantment which allows the arrows to go through multiple targets and continuously dealing damage. This module does exactly that. Cool. So we have basic energy things and speed modules. These are all around. These ones are specifically bows, it looks like. Area of effect works on everything, Ender collection. Items gotten from this tool, and this will go into your Ender chest, the Minecraft one, not modded one. Okay, cool. Damage to everything, all of the armor stuff. Cool. I mean, I really want to get up to, like, the super good shielding stuff, but I do really want the good sword, too. Okay, it looks like our shield stuff, our energy reserves on our thing, and our energy transfer rate is just good enough to actually work for this. Hey, look, everything's fully charged up. Cool. So, now that we have, like, the really good armor for now, obviously we're going to want to upgrade it. That requires a Draconic tier. To get to Draconic tier, it looks like we're going to need 4 Wyvern things. Or more accurately, 7. 4 on one side, 3 on the other. So we need to upgrade one of these one more step. But to do that, we're also going to need these Draconium blocks, which is again another Wyvern tier. We're going to need to upgrade one more time. So, oh, here they are. How do I do this again? If I look at that, 2 more Draconium cores and a Draconium block. I apparently do not have any more actual Draconium made. We're gonna have to grab it from the smelter and all that stuff. So let me grab this from the smelter. I'm going to upgrade. Let's see. We currently have 2 here and 2 there that aren't upgraded. You know what? I think I have the resources and I can go get more if need be. I'm just going to upgrade all of these all the way to Wyvern because I have a feeling we're probably going to need it eventually. Okay, so I've upgraded all of them to Wyvern. I realized that at least part of my misgivings about this Klezlog are just because I'm apparently slightly blind. Um, the Awakened Draconium block was actually right there. I think I actually looked to this screen and saw, oh, you make it without. How do you make it? I think I started scrolling through all that trying to get to it and missed the fact that it straight up has the recipe right there. This was on me. I still feel like it should probably tell you, oh, you're going to need a dragon heart, and where do you get the dragon heart? Instead of just like, oh, you craft it with the ritual thing. Cool. But you have to figure out everything else yourself. I don't know. At least part of it is just I'm a goofball and completely missed part of the quest log, but at least part of it is the way this is laid out. Because this is 100% not first and not what you need to get into it. And some of these are worded weirdly, to just not accurately. But anyways, everything is wyvern tier. Do we wanna what do we want to do right now? Let's make the awakened draconium real quick. So I'm going to need 4 blocks, which is simple enough. And then these are used for awakened draconium. I'm going to need 6. I was about to multiply by 4, but I don't need to. 6 draconium cores and a dragon heart. So dragon hearts, 6 draconium cores. I only need 4, so go back a step. Draconium cores, 6 of these is exactly what I can make. And like so, we're gonna craft into 4 awakened draconium blocks. Is that enough? So one of them for the fusion crafting thing. So that means we could make 4 of the next tier of infusion. So 4 of the next tier of infusion. We need 6 of them, don't we? Yeah. We need 8 of them for any of the important stuff, actually. So we'd have to do this twice in order to upgrade all of these to the next tier. But this technically is a good first step. Did I have more draconium in here? Oh, I do. Okay, so I can do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those. Cool. 4 more draconium cores if I can. Actually, it was gold, not anything else that ran out. 1, 2, 3. So let's do this one more time. And oh, I need another heart and 2 more draconium cores. 1, 2. And 1 of these. So with that, did that just delete it? Or no, it's right there. I just missed it in the inventory with the other yellow things that were right next to it. Free draconium ingots, thank you. And in just a moment, we'll have another 4. So that means we will be able to go up to draconic tier next time. Is there anything I want to do while on wyvern tier first? Like I could very easily get the next shield capacitor or some of this other stuff right now. How do you make the draconic thing? Do you upgrade to the one? Okay, you do need to upgrade the previous tier through the thing. So we're going to take this and upgrade it next time. Uses. Yeah, 2 awakened ingots, some of that. And then 8 draconic tier things. Now we're going to need way more hearts because we've already used up 2 out of 5. And yeah, we already used up 3 out of 5. And we're going to keep needing these things for a while. Unless, how do you make the seeds for these? Like, bee flowering. Let's see. This thing is used for the crux, and the crux is used in the cloche with the seeds. Okay, 4 awakened ingots, 4 insanium essence. Okay, so you know what? I could make that right now, and the crux, I believe. So for the crux, I'm just missing 4 insanium and a block of diamond. That's nothing at this point. 4 insanium, block of diamond. So, just do this. We're still gonna need more hearts, but this is gonna be helpful. Let's see, Inferium. Do we really need to be growing Inferium anymore, especially this many of them? Probably kind of not. Experience seeds. Why am I even growing those? I don't remember why. I don't think I needed them. Fish seeds there. Diamond seeds. I mean, diamond seeds might be the least useful thing at this point. Uranium's still nice. Unobtainium staying. Aldemodium. What do I need the least? There's draconium. There's netherite. Iron. Do I need iron? I don't think I need iron. So pick up that. Pick up the farmland. I have a growth accelerator here. And inventory is a problem. I can set this up real quick. Okay, so the thing is set up. 4 of these, a prosperity seed base, which is, again, simple enough. And just turn one of these into ingots and use 4 in here. 2, 3, 4. Um, that can go... Anything can go away for now. We're done crafting stuff besides the seeds. We're going to end off in just a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these gets us prosperity seeds. This goes in the middle. So now, as soon as this finishes crafting up and I go plant it, we're going to start growing Awakened Draconium and our actual Draconium. Yep, and with all of our speed boost, that goes pretty much no problem. Um, it's going super fast. It's not going super fast, but it is going. So, already up to 3. 9 of them for 3 ingots. That means... Yeah, every 3 essence is equivalent to 1 ingot, or 1 nugget, rather. Um, so that's relatively slow, but it shouldn't be too bad, and I can just go get extra hearts if need be, if I need to speed things up a little bit. That I have all the resources I could ever possibly want for the end crystals to resummon a dragon. But anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you three so much for the extra support. So for real now, take care, everybody.